How you doing, people? I started late, really late. I had a lot of things to do today. I had some guests also, till like an hour ago or so. That's what I know. I know it has been hacked. And you know I don't give a fuck about it, do you? What can they take away from me? Come on, please. So what? What? The entire Twitch can collapse, I don't give a fuck. I'll transfer to YouTube, okay? Like I care about it. On top of all of it, it goes to my domestic bank account. All earnings from Twitch. What can they do to my domestic bank account? If they do something, my domestic bank account will bring me my money back. Alright. I'm not using some bank from other countries. My bank is like 200 meters away from me. And what can they do? For fucking real. First of all, I'm not a big time streamer. Why the fuck would I care? Literally, I don't give a fuck. But I heard about it. And I got to factor out notification. And to be honest, I don't care. It's far from it being my main source income, so it can collapse. Don't give a fuck. That's a bit more tougher job for them to do. But then, yeah, I would care, okay? I wouldn't care if they, for example, hacked my account and, like, I lose money or whatever. I would care if I lose all of those videos, okay? I got 6,000 videos, then I would be pissed off. But if they take money, whatever. Whatever. Who needs all that money after all? Just fuck it. But I would be mad because of my videos, okay? And my videos on Twitch, they last for 2 weeks. Then they get deleted. Alright. And now the personal info. Man, why the fuck would I care about personal info? I'm not a fucking politician. I'm not some superstar, music star, movie star. So what? What? Fucking hilarious. There's 8 billion people in the world, okay? Who gives a damn about what someone else does? Who the fuck gives a damn? Everyone that's a bit normal in their head would only care about their own lives. Yeah. Well, I thought what levels I'm gonna take now. I took them yesterday, and I don't plan to spend another 3 hours in taking levels. I'm just gonna check what I took, and how strong I'm right now.
No one stands in my
This
way.
is 20 into Shield Bearer, Stalwart, Paladin, Monk, Rowdy, Fighter, and Demon Slayer. I made a bloody beast. So where were we? As I said, I would care if someone deleted 6,000 of my videos, okay? Then I would be mad. But as far as money goes, accounts and all of that, I really don't give a flying fuck about it. So many RPGs, so little time. True. True. You take a text from Slayer? I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. I like it like this. Okay, let's test it. I don't know until I test. First we need to test. Miuslave. So, as far as it concerns me, I really don't care. The entire world can collapse, okay? I mean, it already collapsed. So if they wanna switch off electricity, if they wanna switch off the internet, if they wanna turn over the food production, if they wanna shit on top of 8 million people, I don't give a flying fuck about it, okay? Not to mention some silly social accounts, Twitters, Facebooks. I don't even have them. I mean, Facebook, Instagram, and that kind of crap. So everything can easily collapse. I don't give a fuck. I got my village. I got living water. I got food. I got everything I need for a good life. So everything can fucking collapse the same freaking moment. Although, I would like to finish Wrath of the Righteous. Then everything can collapse. Alright. What do I take? When is Director's Cut? Does someone know when's Director's Cut for Wasteland 3? What's the release date? Mimosi Trevisi. Nothing was announced, okay. I don't know what you people think, if the world can collapse now or not. But for me, it's whatever. What are my thoughts behind it? They need to fix that. What's the bloody point? I'm level 40 with 700 HP. You say how you can deal 5000 damage. It needs to be eradicated, fixed, patched, destroyed. Simple as that. Yep, Dio is a legend. Of course, there's plenty of exploits if you plan to play with exploits. I don't plan to play with exploits, because I would get bored fast, and there is no challenge in exploits. So, let me save like this, and... Mio! All I need now to figure out is if I want to remove something and put everything into Stalwart. I know I want to be a maximum shield bearer, level 20 shield bearer. That's a fucking fact. Okay. I need 2 more levels to max out Stalwart and get all of those maximum defensive powers. I know I want 2 levels into Paladin because it's fucking broken with those saving throws. Okay, only Paladin provides those hilarious saving throws. I know I want a Monk for the extra attack, and it's actually solid extra attack. It's like fucking 37, so I can actually hit even with that. I know I want a sneak attack from a Rowdy. This is easy penetrating from a fighter, an easy fit. And a dazzling display to shatter defenses. And a Demon Slayer's favored enemy. It's already evil outsider. I deal tons of damage to demons. This is it. When I reach level 40, I'm just gonna wrap it up with Stalwart, max it out. And we're bloody good to go. That will be level 40. Took everything I wanted. I look like a bloody level 50, 60 boss with all of this. Because this is just straight hilarious. I think it's gonna be a stomp no matter where I go.
I'm losing my temper.
It looks like a hard zoom in, okay, when you go with those legendary proportions. It was the hardest fight in a game, or one of the hardest fights in a game, this one when you wanna become a legend. It makes sense though, because after that the reward is huge. If they remove it, they remove it. If they don't remove it, just avoid playing it. If you don't like exploits, like I do. I mean, like I don't. Because I hate exploiting anything when I play, then just don't play with exploits. Simple as that. There aren't bug-free programs, true. True. But you can avoid playing by those rules, okay? You can avoid playing. She's got a negative level, I need to remove that crap. Quickly. So, are you ready, people, for the world to collapse? One by one, everything is falling. What was it 2-3 days ago? Social media, yeah. Facebook, Instagram, and the other crap. Some sites too. Today it's Twitch. I just hope YouTube won't be next. I really hope so. Man, I don't have restoration. I do. I do. If I can find it.
Rules are made to be broken.
Yeah, I wanted to put some level into Oracle, okay. A battle Oracle. That could also prove well. How long does this shield last? Permanent Dark Aura. Permanent. Wait, the shield gives permanent aura. Why is that allowed?
All this waiting bores me.
What? Okay, I guess after all the suffering, it's time for you to become an overpowered beast. Because there was like 200 hours of suffering, 100 hours of fair fights, and now you're a beast for the final act. Makes sense. Makes sense. Let them wage wars. I don't give a fuck. Should be the last one, goddammit. Should be the last one. I don't know what's next, but as far as I'm concerned, everything can go to fucking hell. Okay, to the abyss. How many hours so far? Exactly 300. Exactly 300. Oh, I can move them. I was so long in Alushinira, I completely forgot how to do this with army. Hilly dude, thanks for the follow. Alright. Shield bearers. Merge. No one's exhausted. Fatigued, 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 fatigued. I don't have a rush for anything, eh? I don't have a rush. Evade. we go. I used to stream on YouTube. I only had one stream on YouTube in 4 years. So no, I never streamed on YouTube. I just tested it once to see if it works well. And they actually allow me to upload in 4K on YouTube. Twitch allows me 8,000 upload, while YouTube allows 20,000. So my videos would be crystal clear if I decided to switch on YouTube. And I might get pissed because I hate those 8,000. Minimum for the crystal clear picture when you play some flashy games, shooters and so on, is 10,000. And these idiots over here, they only allow 8,000. Yeah, you've seen the videos. Enchant the unholy symbol of Rowan. As I said, don't get surprised if I switch on YouTube very soon. Don't get surprised if I do. The only thing while I remain here still is because it's live, okay, and then I upload only videos on YouTube. So it's like two separate things, you know. That's the only reason I remain. Other than that, I see no reason to remain here. We'll see. I'll think about it. Probably I'll start only YouTube streams from 2022. So 2 more months here and then I'm done. Fuck them.
What's with the gloomy face? Did somebody say something to you? If somebody's been bothering...
No, Sela.
Do both. You know, it's forbidden to do both. I mean, it's forbidden from Twitch side, not from YouTube side. YouTube doesn't mind if you go with multi-streams, but Twitch minds if you go with multi-streams, okay? So you can get your account deleted if you go with multi-streams. But considering how much I don't give a fuck, I probably will. Kaži, kako? Hrana? Oh, my food arrived. Be right back, I'll eat here. Burritos. Have you heard the song Tacos, tacos, burrito, burrito? Do you know the song Tacos, tacos, burrito, burrito? Type it on YouTube and listen. Favorite song. Full idiotism. Let's see, burrito. There's nothing here. How many kids do I got? 11. Hell Knights. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't have problems with that. Mrvice! Mrvice! Man, you fast. Mrvice! Mrvice! Holy shit, I can't eat from her. She doesn't give a fuck. Look at her. Look. Ja, umriš. Mrvici. Mrvici. Becoming a dragon. Not a lot, not a lot. Just today. Everyone knows, mostly. A mysterious wanderer calls herself a dragon scion, asking the commander for help. She claims that her heritage grants her the ability to transform into a true dragon. She needs to track down the dragon, kill it, eat its heart, and wash herself in its hot blood. Assist the Wanderer Dragon Slayer's adventure. Mrvit, 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 mrvit. Young, talented general is recruited. I recruit one silver dragon. Greybor will receive a greater Frost Dragonbane hand axe. Send worthy knights with a wanderer. I want to receive a dragon. Silver dragon. Do you like that? How do I maintain them? I don't know. I really don't know. Don't know what to say. Wanna see where this shit leads to? A traveling merchant. You got new items. Always got new items. Strength Khan, physical might. I'm not that good with money though. +6 cloak cover. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Adamantine +5 light. Immune to ability score damage. I guess you just need to brush them regularly. "46, 31, 35, 47, 32, 36. This is without buffs. These are the stats without buffs, by the way. As a legend. With buffs, it rampages all the way to 70 armor class. This is without a single buff. Alright. Without a single buff. Yeah, not a single one. Not a single one. There we go. Yeah, they'll hit me, but I'll fucking hit them now also, okay? I'll hit them too. No more fucking around.
A bright future awaits us.
What's happening in a village?
Move out.
I think I first need to trigger that in a city. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check it out now, but I think I need to trigger it first. What didn't trigger? Yeah. What didn't trigger? Fine. What do you mean not a first playthrough? This is my first playthrough. I just have a vast experience to know all the quests up front. Grillick, thanks for the follow. It happens when you have thousands of hours into the game. I can predict what's gonna happen for every map. It's not the first time I knew something will happen. I'm like Nostradamus, but for video games. Right, let's TP back. Yeah. Crusaders don't believe I'm the commander. Where is the martyr herself? You over there, give us a sign. Heed my word, mortals, for I come to profess. I kinda just can't, you should have seen your faces. Oh. What are you talking about? We all believed Ember, the holy martyr, perished in the abyss along with the commander. You wanna know what happened to Ember? Where are you going? To the unholy altar of Baphomet. Right, I'm finally done so I can read aloud. Give me a second to swallow this. And we can finally play. Ember the Righteous. Surviving Templars led by the demon Tasgarod decided that it was time to repair it and start offering up sacrifices again. Since she was no longer here, they started with their former cultists. They kept them captive and killed them one by one. We don't abandon our people. We're gonna free them, shatter the altar into dust, along with the demon in his minions. They want reinforcements. If you and the preacher decide to help us, I need to take Ember with me. We'll be grateful to the end of our days. If not, we'll suck up, have to handle it on our own. If you decide to help us after all, remember to bring Ember with you. The demons will run as soon as they see her. Why are you calling Ember the Holy Martyr? Everyone knows Ember perished in the abyss along with the commander and her other disciples and thus became a martyr. So everyone thought until today. What happened to your horns? I broke them off. I'm a human, not a demon. No matter what they say, I'm a human. Were you called a demon because you're a tiefling? Being a tiefling is only half of the problem. The real problem is this: the more evil you do in your life, the less good is expected of you. If you stole yesterday, you will also steal tomorrow. Isn't that fair? But if everyone treats you like garbage, all you can ever be is garbage, what other choices do you have? And if a thief has horns on their head, well, everyone knows what that means. They're a demon, what else they could be? I used to rob and kill, got convicted, sentenced to hard labor, escaped, and started over. I thought there was no other path for me. If honest people refuse to accept me, I don't owe them anything. I've done too much evil to try to repent. I liked a demon in the abyss. I lived like a demon in the abyss. Nothing but evil in my past and my future. Then I ran into these guys. I heard them praying for the demon's salvation. At first I laughed, then it hit me. What if I really do have a choice? What if there is something else in life beyond this never-ending nightmare? I spoke with those who'd seen Ember in the flesh, listened to them recite her sermons from memory. And then I broke off my horns, and with that I broke away from my former life. We call ourselves the Redeemed Brotherhood. The short answer is we're all scum, convicts, deserters, looters, and even the former cultists. Those who heard our Saint Ember's preaching and decided it wasn't too late to do something better with our lives than throwing them into the abyss. Not all of us were lucky enough to see her in flesh, of course, but those who heard her sermons passed on her words to others. We even collected her teachings and turned them into a book. Our thinking was, though Ember herself may be gone, well, we all thought she was gone, her words would live on. They continued to spread and save those who were lost. I used to be a miscreant too, but I got a chance to mend my ways. Gods be praised for giving us a second chance. The gods are far away, better praise the people who help each other to drag themselves out of the dirt. Once there were enough of us, we had the strength to fight back. So that's what we do now. We fight them everywhere we meet them. We didn't go with the queen. We decided someone should stay and keep an eye on the city and the surrounding area. Turns out we did the right thing, since we met you here. What do you mean by disciples? Since when am I her disciple? Aren't you? You traveled in her party, listened to her preaching, fought evil at her side. I'll come to your aid. Oil. No, Ember is alive, but we were missing for 6 months while we were in the abyss, and they all think how Ember is dead, how we were dead, okay? That's the story behind all of this right now, because 6 months passed. What the fuck on earth is this? Yeah, I'll show you, I'll show you. The most unusual congregation of creatures imaginable appears before your eyes. Mephistopheles. These are devils. My greetings to the commander of the 5th Crusade, an imposing devil who towers over everyone else, speaks first. We have never met before, but I've been watching you closely for a long time. I'm Mephistopheles, a ruler of Canaan, archdevil of hell. I've come here to support your crusade in its final push against the abyss. The archdevil Mephistopheles is the ruler of Cana, the 8th layer of hell, where he keeps many of hell's greatest secrets and contracts. Mephistopheles originated as the consciousness of hell itself, predating Asmodeus' discovery of the plane. When Asmodeus and his followers entered hell following their exodus from heaven, Asmodeus traveled into Cana and tore hell's very flesh from its bones, reshaping it into a being he named Mephistopheles. The newly formed entity, the first true devil, pledged to oppose Asmodeus' enemies if they were its own, and became one of Asmodeus' closest lieutenants. Targona. What is Targona doing with a fucking devil? Happy to see you again. Targona looks tired, but you can see in her eyes that she's truly gladdened by this meeting. I knew that representatives of different planes were coming to pay you a visit, so I left other wardens for a while to support you in your final battle. Zacharias, hero of the First Crusades, is ready to stand under the banner of the Crusaders. The skeleton clad in a spellcaster robe says gloomily, his eyes boring into yours. I will gladly help you, child. I remember your kindness and the purity of your thoughts. This is the dragon, Hal. Aivu. Another dragon. What is this? A little dragon with iridescent wings is busy looking around, her eyes burning with untamed curiosity. You must be a great hero. My name is Aivu. I'm a dragon. I'm incredibly cute and adorable dragon, but I guess you can already see that for yourself. This mini thing. I've come from Elysium to help you. What's the word? I memorized it, especially to help you with morale. And I'm really good at it if someone feeds me cookies in advance, or maybe pies, or even a small cake. And don't you worry about the demons hurting me. Sockot Bennett. A tall, pale man with dark hair covered in numerous tattoos and bedecked with earrings and other piercings gives you an insatiating smile. What a momentous day, what an incredible company of guests, and already started on the host of this little party. I wouldn't have missed this for anything. By the way, I'm Sokon Bennett, the Demon Lord. This is Nocticula's brother? No doubt the first Demon Lord you ever met who's worth paying any attention to. I'm itching to deal a delicious blow to the egos of the scary Baphomet and my beloved lady in shadow. Fuck, this is Nocticula's brother. Shamira the Ardent Dream. What are you doing here? The demoness looks truly regal with her glowing eyes and proud posture. I come to flex my muscles a little and to have some fun. Even though Shinra's intrigues can get a little tedious after a while, the ardent dream wishes to shine again. Why have you decided to help me? The existence of the world wound and the growing influence of a demon lords ran counter to the interests of hell. They always have, but I could not openly help you before, Commander, since your power was affiliated with certain entities and stemmed from an unreliable source. Now it's a completely different story. I'm not prohibited from helping a simple mortal. You saved me, what more reason do you need? But I will say this, by rejecting the gift of the cursed Arilu, you shifted the balance of power. Now you do not belong to any other side, to any other plane except for your native material plane. You can choose your own path, and this means that various powers can now come to your aid without destabilizing the balance. If hell comes to help you, heaven must do the same, if not more. That is why I'm here. I hope that one day I will have amassed enough courage to eliminate Arilu's gift. The angel spreads her demonic wing. I'm not as brave as you, but at least I'm ready to stand by your side, shoulder to shoulder with you against the abyss. Shamira, by rejecting your mythic power, you undermine Nocticula's authority. Creatures from every plane witnessed her argument with Yomedea. Virtually everyone who could watch it, they did. The Lady in Shadow is not accustomed to being rejected, especially so publicly. The thought of how upset and hurt she is fills me with genuine sorrow. For that feeling alone, I'm going to help. Benot music to my ears. Shamira, my dear. We should meet like this more often, informally, in the world of mortals. As for me, I need no specific reason for coming here. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want. But I must admit the way you shoved up my sister Nocticula greatly influenced my decision to be here. I swore an oath to help the Crusaders, and this oath is stronger than that. The Lich states gloomily. You failed to become the worthy successor I had hoped for, but in your current state I suppose I can stoop to helping you. Zacharias. I broke his wand, goddammit. How are you alive when I broke your wand? Dragon. A great battle is upon you, child. I cannot stand to one side and merely observe, especially not now that you have rejected your mythic power and demonstrated unimaginable strength of will. I need some decoration, a fluffy tassel or maybe a tiny trident. The little dragon, having clearly grown bored while the others went on their speeches, examines the tip of her tail pensively. Do you have a big blue fluffy tassel? Or maybe even a red one? I need a decoration for my tail. What were you asking again? Why did I come to help? Well, it just seemed very interesting. How could I miss something like this? How exactly are you planning to help me? We brought reinforcements for your army. Moreover, we're planning to join your march to Threshold when you are ready to go there. We will assume the functions of your guard and rear guard to ensure that no other powerful beings suddenly decide to join the game. But a devil picture, alright, with a contract. With a contract. I don't need your help, leave, I'll handle everything myself. What foolish pride, but do as you wish. I'm certainly not going to try to persuade you. The devil disappears. The others present exchange glances and then disappear from the hall one by one. Get the fuck out from Dresden! Everyone! Don't need anyone's help. I'm a legend. Gravor looks as pleased as a cat that's brought a mouse to its owner. You know, Commander, I've just made the most curious discovery. I have a habit of walking around the fortress every once in a while to make sure it's secure. I keep an eye out for any weak spots or vulnerabilities. On my latest security check, I decided to inspect the warden's keys, and I found something on one of them. Wax. The servants complained that this key had been sticking recently, and no wonder. Someone took a wax mold of this key, but they didn't remove all of the wax. Some of it probably got into the lock. But guess which door this key opens? I'll give you a hint. There's only one other copy of this key, and it's hanging from your belt. Because it's the key to your personal chambers. It seems that someone wanted to get inside without permission. Either you have a mysterious admirer lying in the ambush beside your bed, or you're being hunted by an assassin. They managed to get quite close to their target, so they clearly have skills, even if they're a bit careless. What makes you so sure that we're dealing with an assassin? I did briefly consider the possibility that it could be a thieving servant. However, I doubt anyone in Dresden would be brave enough to rob you. The only other explanation is that someone wants you dead. What are you talking about, Greyward? A key is placed in a wax to make an exact imprint. Then the imprint is used to craft a working copy. It's quick and convenient. Most importantly, no one will notice the key is missing because it only takes a few moments to make the imprint. There's only one downside to this approach. Wax is quite sticky, and it seems that Assassin was in great hurry. Didn't have enough time to wipe off the key properly. Who's behind this? I don't know the identity of the client. The fact that your enemy found their way inside the fortress and managed to get this close to you makes me think that you're being hunted by a true professional. There's a high likelihood they're the member of the guild. What do you think I should do? I think you should let your enemies try. Their agents have already infiltrated our ranks, so it will be difficult to prevent an attack. They'll make an attempt on your life sooner or later. Don't let your guard down. Don't walk around unarmed. Don't stand near windows. Only eat fresh fruits and vegetables. And only drink spring water that has been collected by one of your most trusted allies. I doubt the assassin will wait long. The attempt on your life will likely happen the first night you spend in your chambers. Keep your weapon at the ready, and I will, with your consent, stand guard outside your room without drawing attention. Do I have your permission? Guard my chambers. You made the right decision. I'll find a good hiding place near your chambers. I don't want to scare anyone away. All done. We need to make a decision. We don't have an army, and the enemy is putting up much more of a fight than previous. Judging by the reports, the demons are relying less and less on armies of their mortal servants and the power of simple blades, and more on magic and dark sorceries. We must respond in kind by bolstering our forces with expert spellcasters. I'm prepared to send an order to Kenabres at once, requesting the necessary reinforcements. I propose we support our army with bardic magic. Bards learn all kinds of spells in their travels, and their songs can inspire warriors and give them strength to fight. The demons know their vile magics, but I know something stronger. The power of the gods. We need some war priests in our army. I'm gonna take war priests. I'm playing a war priest. Their spells will chase away the darkness and heal the wounded. We do well to invite monks into our army. They've been hardened by a lifetime of training, and even demonic corruption cannot harm them. If you're in need of mages versed in the art of killing, you should contact the Dagger Mark Poisoners. Their alchemists are second to none when it comes to making deadly poisons or utilizing them in battle. We'll be able to manage so far. The enemy never stands still. Now we're up against a cunning and skilled opponent who can incinerate a dozen soldiers with a single spell. We must respond to this with magic of our own, or we will lose. Are you sure Kenabres is going to send troops? Without a doubt. It's much safer than we are at the moment. I'm convinced that the Warden can provide some forces to support us. All of Mendem knows that right now. Dresden is the dam holding back the river of demonic corruption that would otherwise be flooding the south. The kingdom is in the process of mobilization, and Queen Galfrey Marchionese has encouraged many who previously shirked military service to join the ranks of the army. Why didn't you leave with Galfrey? I did put in a request for a transfer to the front lines, but I was refused. Command determined that due to psychological trauma I suffered during my years of service on the border, I'm no longer fit for battlefield command. As much as this stings to admit, they might be right. It's been a long time since I smelled burning flesh and heard the screams of a battle, and I can't guarantee that when I do I'll be able to maintain my composure, that I won't fail the soldiers who will be depending on me. However, I can still serve them by staying where I am. Advisors. Scylla. Are the war priests battle ready?
There are plenty of brave and honest people among them, and serving the gods of light makes it their duty to resist evil. Many war priests made a conscious choice to forgo a life of peace because their ideals wouldn't let them stand idly by. They studied the military craft, and their blessings and healing spells have saved many soldiers' lives. I hate the idea of risking the lives of the god servants. If they perish, their celestial patrons may resent it and turn their back on us. Regional, what about monks? Monks are paragons of restraint and iron discipline. They're comparable to the Hell Knights in that regard. Among other things, they'll bring the value of order to our troops. Let the soldiers see how all demonic machinations and temptations break upon the monk's iron will. Then they themselves will become more calm and resolute. Grey Boar. Creepy bunch. Imagine, if you will, an alchemist and an accomplished scientist who can take your breakfast and make a bomb or a poison that could kill a basilisk out of it. And I imagine that this same alchemist doesn't mind personally shoving his poison into Basilisk's mouth. That's a pretty good description of your average member of Daggermark Poisoners Guild. It's true the blades coated with magical poisons are not as dramatic as calling down lightning from the skies, but are just as effective and far less conspicuous. You underestimate the power of dark magic, Greyborn. Poison dagger can send every scoundrel in the world to Pharasma. Well done. Soldiers go into war accompanied by daring bards who glorify heroic deeds and strengthen the hand that smites the demons. Their ballades will inspire our soldiers, and their spells can prove useful in the most unexpected situations. Bards, their tongues are too long. The main Spellcaster's Lodge provides weekly recruitment for war priests, spellcasters capable of healing and empowering allies. All church guards are promoted to war priests. Monks. Jesus Christ, the health on those monks. Do I see well? 600 HP and 30 armor class. 20 armor class, 182. Damage 16 to 18. 17 to 19. So monks, they come without spells. Okay, that's why war priests are squishier. Daggermark, assassins. Now that's fucking damage. This is hilarious. 47 to 49. Bards. Get the fuck out. I'm thinking about assassins. I'm gonna take assassins. I'll see if I can get us a discount. Tell the colleagues that this is going to be a bulk order. A whole lot of demonic spellcasters who desperately need to die. That's a veritable gold mine. I will send a letter to Kenabres immediately requesting a group of spellcasters to be sent to our aid. What do you want, you bitch? She doesn't look nearly as confident or bold as before. What a blessing it is to have you back. Meddev is in need of your help. There's been a revolt in Nerosia. The disgruntled nobles are completely out of control. They proclaimed the royal council dissolved and arrested several of its members. Many politicians were accused of collaborating with the demons. Some were executed, others were torn apart by the crowd. The first treasurer has fled. There's fighting in the streets between mercenaries hired by the aristocrats and the guard. who is loyal to the Royal Council. Dresden received letters from the insurgents as well as from the loyal servants of the crown requesting your support. But both the Royal Council and I have faith that you will elect to defend the legitimate authority. This faith is not misplaced, is it? If the powerful have gone mad and are spilling blood in the streets, there is only one force that can stop them, the Church. We'll appeal to the clerics to intervene in this conflict. Their voices will be heard. Why would we bother saving the Royal Council so it can keep pushing us around? I propose we publicly support the nobles. If you as team elders were to depart from the council, it would be a terrible loss for the nation. Politicians neglected their duty, but maybe the soldiers won't. There's gotta be some honest generals left in Mendel. We'll ask them to bring their troops to the capital and put an end to the unrest. I know a tiefling Zarsi, she's from the River Kingdoms. She was saying something about a young state over in stolen lands that managed to cobble together a proper cohesive nation from a bunch of riffraff. Speaking about Kingwake. Pretty slick considering how tricky it was to make them not hate each other guts. Wanna invite them to help us patch things up.
We ask for the help from Kingmaker. River Kingdoms. Like, I'm asking myself to help out. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah, I went legend. So Nerosian first demanded, but now it's asking. The situation in the capital must really be grim. You're absolutely right, Commander. I admit the Royal Council hasn't shown you the proper respect and amicability. I myself brought this to their attention on numerous occasions. But trust me when I say that none of them wish you ill, and they all share the unshakable belief that you were the savior of our nation. Why is there rioting in Nerosian? Without Her Majesty's steady hand, the capital fallen into decay. Some are settling old scores, others discover new opportunities. Mendev is accustomed to following a highly respected leader. The only one who can protect the throne from greedy hands is you, Commander. What's the situation in the capital? The Royal Council, Her Majesty's most trusted civil servants and public officials have long been in conflict with many powerful Mendavian aristocrats. The former had connections and influence, the latter had their family names, riches and personal armies comprised of mercenaries, sword knights and commoners. For many years the strife was latent and civilized, coercion, bribery, intrigue. But the nobility spotted an opportune moment. They decided to overthrow the clique of dignitaries that has usurped royal power. That is why they called the council. A series of arrests ensued, but the Royal Council found its own supporters and retaliated. Currently, numerous aristocrats are assembling their forces in the capital. The Supreme Court building now serves as the base of operations for the new Royal Council formed by the leaders of the nobility. The old Royal Council is holding Her Majesty Castle, the Treasury, and the Guard headquarters. Every so often skirmishes break out in the streets. Many civil servants have left their workplaces and the townspeople are fleeing the city. The capital is paralyzed. Social, how can the church help? Become a living wall between the opposing sides, call for mercy, and if necessary, warn them about heaven's wrath. People sometimes forget their conscience, and that's what clerics are for. In the end, they will remind the people that we're in the middle of a holy war. And who do you think called the shots in Royal Council before, my good sir cleric? Its leaders, the Paladin and the Inquisitor. In other words, the pious people. Just like the ones you want to ask for help. They run. Nobility will form a new Royal Council. It's certainly possible that they'll end up being exactly the same hypocrites, bores and schemers. But firstly, it will be a new refreshing set of hypocrites, bores and schemers. And secondly, they will remember who it was who helped them rise to power and won't demand at every turn that we kiss their banner. So we're just going to support the insurgents and bring even more havoc to Mendel.
I get a feeling that the next parade in our honor should be held by the demons. We're doing all the work for them. You're mistaken if you think that those nobles will be better than Royal Council. They at least know the boundaries that had been set by the Queen. But a band of nobles who see supreme power will believe that they are entitled to anything. Land, can we count on the military leaders to help us? A bureaucrat's oath is a little different from a soldier's oath. If the politicians betrayed Mendel, its less hope is the army. Let the troops march into Rosian and bring order back to the streets. That will cool everyone's heads. That is a dangerous solution. The military doesn't like to surrender what they captured. Such is the mindset of a soldier. We are at the risk of establishing a military dictatorship in Mendel. Give power to the belligerents. They'll order the nation around like a company of recruits on the parade deck. Years of careful diplomatic work will go to waste. No soldiers are inflexible. They cannot handle such delicate matters. Voljev. What about the river kingdoms? Zarsi, a friend of mine, was telling me about this kingdom in the Stolen Lands, how it was made. For centuries, all kinds of rebel and outcasts were gathered there, and then this new leader appeared, and the whole mismatch became a solid nation. So it got me thinking, if they're so damn good at making different swords see eye to eye, maybe we could put them to use here. They might butter up some folks and give others a scare, but whatever. It'll chill the hotheads, eh? Anyone who calls on foreigners to solve their country problems is just asking for an intervention. We have no right to show mental weakness to other nations. And you, Konomi. Neither they nor I ever your enemies. We were doing our duty, although we may have been unwise and presumptions on occasion, but I assure you, all mistakes have been addressed. By being generous, you will only demonstrate just how wrong the capital was about you, and teach them a lesson. This is some small-time thief chatting up the judge stuff. Your Honor, I've seen the error of my ways. I was wrong, but I learned my lesson. Please be generous. Cut the crap we've been all around. We know what those promises are worth. Voljev, get the river kingdoms. Yeah. Get the river kingdoms. Let me see what we get from the river kingdoms. Provides masterpiece from an artisan from a distant land. Elixir on inconceivable transmutations of body, soul, and also mind. Whoever drinks the elixir will permanently gain +2 inherent bonus to all ability fucking scores. How fucking good is that? Lady Konomi, valuable relic from the treasury. Goggles, persuasion, lore and knowledge. You get the fuck out. Declaring independence, all generals will gain +7 bonus to power at 100 finance points. But it is the right option, okay? Nerosian concerns are no longer mine. Get out of my fortress, Konomi. I can throw her out. I threw all of those from hell, from Elysium, from heaven, okay? I throw them all out. Now I throw Konomi out. I just start kicking them all out from Dresden. They all deserve to be kicked out, to be honest. A powerful relic. Mitral chainmail. Inside bonus and persuasion skill checks made TNT. Family heirloom of Diran. +5 all resists. Land a killing blow. Enemies behind become blinded in a 15-feet radius. Holy relic. Charisma, wisdom. You can cast greater angelic aspect at will as a 20th level cleric. This is amazing. Okay. This shit is also amazing. Row of angelic prudence. It's really good. Declare independence. You can declare independence. I'm gonna go with Voljev. We send a letter to River Kingdoms and we're gonna receive a freaking potion. I'll drop a line to Zarsi so she doesn't get us some random nobody. She should find like the best advisors there. Maybe like a counselor. Sounds neat, huh? A foreign counselor has arrived in the capital to give everyone responsible a good whooping. What if they're a troll or something? The River Kingdoms is one wacky place, you know. I know! They're gonna send Jubilast. Guys, hello people, hello. I apologize once more for all the misunderstandings we had in the past, Commander. I thank you, and I won't take any more of your time. As soon as the situation in Rosian changes, I will immediately convene the diplomatic council to give you a full report. She doesn't annoy me anymore. Malisa, Commander. You look up and see Malisa, the green-eyed fisherwoman from the village of Chili Creek. Her hair is a mess and her face and clothes are covered in soot. It looks as though she traveled here in a hurry and met with a few dangers along the way. Help me, he's gone crazy. He will kill him. What happened? Jerno, the cleric who came to our village a year ago. The locals weren't very welcome. A year passed since the attack on Kenabres, man. A full fucking year passed. The locals weren't very welcoming to him back then. After all, he was a stranger who was preaching about a strange new god. But little by little, he became one of us. He went fishing alongside us and he told people stories about the crusade. He told us about meeting you and seeing the queen, and the songs he used to sing that just made you want to stop and listen. Well, eventually, the fisherwoman looks down. So we became very close. We started to plan a wedding. My brother didn't seem to mind at first, but after we got married, that's when he lost it. He became violent. He threatened to hurt us. I tried to talk to him, but we even thought about leaving the village. But when my brother found out, he lost his mind completely. Markil is strong. No one else in the village dares to challenge him. It was a miracle that I managed to escape, but my husband is still there. He didn't make it out of the village. I don't know what's happened to him. Help us. What caused this change in Markil's behavior? Neffels, thanks for the follow. He really honors the village traditions. We've been worshipping the river for many generations. He was not keen on having the cleric of a foreign god in a village, but he was willing to tolerate Jerno presence for a while. However, my relationship with Jerno really disappointed Markil, especially when he discovered that I had begun to worship Erastil too. And how did you get here? By some miracle, I guess. Everything is on fire out there, and all those monsters. But never mind me, I managed to survive. I made it here in one piece. But I'm in a serious trouble, and I have no one I can turn to for aid. Help me, you're my only hope. I don't have time to solve family squabbles in some rural, out-of-the-way village. Don't you know that I'm in the middle of a war? Get lost? Okay, I'll help you. Thank you, I'll head back to the village. Man, we got a shitload of stuff to do. I don't know from where to start first. I know I wanna test this legend build, see how hard I whack with it. They got ready for anything. Campaign against the dragon. Recruit a silver dragon, go. I just conquered this too. 3 more areas remain. We got the assassin. Let's sleep and check the assassin. I completely forgot about the assassin. Did I receive the potion? Where's the potion? In its time, I guess, yeah. Court of Dresden Code of Martial Law. The court of Dresden shall be held before the army of Dresden. Whensoever the queen, the king, or their viceroys are absent from the fortress, the currently sworn commander of Dresden shall be proclaimed the supreme judge. The court of Dresden is open to the soldiers of Dresden. Senior officers have the right to dispute a sentence or express their agreement, but the commander of Dresden shall make the final decision. The procedure of court-martials in Dresden has been expedited, and the commander's judgment shall not be open to appeal. Any civilian attached to the crusade who is not a subject of Mendem, who deceives, engages in fraud, or breaks agreements, shall be sentenced to banishment from Dresden. Any civilian attached to the crusade who is subject of Mendem, who deceives, engages in fraud, or breaks agreements, shall be sentenced to imprisonment. Any blah 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 blah. Jesus Christ, these rules. Any soldier who kills another soldier in Dresden shall be sentenced to death. What's the point of this? Again, I received severe demon heads. This freaking Diran, man. Rebound. Because I gave it to Regil. I'm carrying all of these items and I'm light. I'll freak out. I'll freak the fuck out. Let's see the assassin.
None shall escape.
A load assassin.
Let me see what I'm gonna do to him without buffs. Get the fuck out, Greymore. Ah, I can't control Greymore. Okay. 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 Nothing personal, my dear colleague. Lie still, don't do anything stupid. We'll let you die with dignity. Don't execute him yet, Commander. This assassin could prove useful. He might be a valuable source of information. Chuckle ominous. What kind of information? The name of his client. Are you ready to answer my questions, assassin? It's off. Shouldn't have said that. Now I'll have to make you bleed. A pity. I'm wearing my new gloves today. I don't want to ruin them. My diplomacy is 57. If you want to survive, you better stop talking. Torture the assassin. You'll be very talkative in a moment. Beat the assassin with an inch of his life. You will tell us everything. Greymore, make him talk evil. We owe it diplomacy. The failed assassin shakes his head in disbelief, but there's a flicker of hope in his eyes. He remains silent for a moment and then nods resignedly. Ask you questions, I'll tell you everything. Who are you? Luxter Dowley from Galt. I joined the Crusaders 8 years ago. I used to be an investigator. When I live in Galt, I served the Cabinet of Skulls, our nation's ruling council. Hunted down our enemies, plutocrats, foreign spies, traitors of the revolution. Served my homeland as best I could. There was a coup. Citizen Gas seized control of Galt. The scoundrel formed the Revolutionary Council, accused the old regime of betraying the nation. They began to hunt down people like me. Well, the Grey Gardeners found me. They were the official guard of the Galtan Revolution. Its most bloodthirsty executioners. They said that if I confessed publicly and told everyone about the crimes committed by the Cabinet of Skulls, they would spare my life. If I refused, I would be executed along with my family. They were good at their job, those pigs. I could either rot in prison or sentence my family to death, so I signed everything they asked of me. They locked me up in the dungeons, but then someone made me an offer. I don't know who they were, but I must have had important connections among Galt political and social elite. They told me they would give me my freedom if I worked for them. They didn't tell me the exact nature of the work, but I could guess. If they wanted me, it probably meant they needed someone to do their dirty work. I agreed, and the next day I was sent to Mendev under escort. The official story was that the nation had granted me a chance to atone for my crimes, and that I would have the right to return to my homeland after 20 years of exemplary service. My employers have only reached out to me twice since then. The first time I had to take care of an overly eager inquisitor in Canabras, who was poking around in the Tower of Estrad, and the second time I received an order to kill him. They clearly know how to recruit and manage a large network of agents. They found an expert, rescued him from the deadly dungeons of Galton, and placed him in Mendev, undercover until they needed him. They only used him twice in 8 years. They must have plenty of other agents at their disposal. Why did you try to kill me? I received a letter. I was promised a large amount of gold for your head. I have a family back in Galt. Do you know what it's like living in a fear that you'll be taken away? You never know when they'll come for you. Anyone can be accused of treachery against the revolution. Associating with the nation's enemies or having disloyal thoughts. I wanted to get out of there. I wanted a peaceful place to live, so I agreed. Yes, it was for the money. So what if you disapprove? I don't care. How do you get into my chambers? I've done things like this before, you know. This place is designed to keep out invading armies, but a single skilled assassin can slip through easily. I studied the patrol routes, stuck to the shadows, and the guards were none the wiser. Who hired you? I don't know. I was contacted anonymously. I was instructed to destroy the letters upon receiving them.
The only names they gave me were the names of my victims. After you kill me, were you supposed to meet them in a specific location to get paid? Yes, at a place on a high road that leads west from Dresden. It's called the Dry Crossroads. Quiet and suspicious spot. I know the place. We need to flush them out of hiding and finish up the remaining assassins. It should probably be just the two of us, Commander. The more people we bring with us, the less chance we have of taking them by surprise. We not need this one anymore. Make the assassin's death as cruel and painful as possible. I'll make you suffer. Execute the assassin. I hereby sentence you to death. You end the life of this treacherous scoundrel with one swift, clean blow.
Don't worry about offense, I'll get offense. Oh, I can't go with a cheese crostata anymore. Fish on a stick then. What I got in the inventory, but I don't think I need to sell immediately. I have money. Now, who said something about the build, what I did with allegedly? Oh yeah, let's go one last time. I'll show it now. Then I'll upload to the YouTube channel soon. "20 levels into War Priest Shield Bearer. 9 levels so far. I'm gonna get 10 levels into Stalwart Defender. 2 levels into Paladin, so I raise all of those saving throws. A level in 2 levels into a Monk for evasion and for the extra attack. 1 level into Rowdy for a sneak attack. No, 2 levels into Rowdy. I took improved initiative also. 2 levels into Fighter. For the penetrating strikes into greater penetrating strikes. And the Demon Slayer. From range. This would be it. How it looks over here. It looks like this. I got so many feats, man, it's fucking crazy. Just look at this. Broken. Completely broken. No, I don't need to sell, we can go out immediately. Is that close with those assassins to Dresden? Should I do that shit first, only with Grey War? Let me see what it is first. Dry Crossroads. Travel to the Dry Crossroads with Grey War.
Jesus Christ, how?
God damn it, I got strong. We're gonna test it out now, by the way. I'll remove Greybor and I fight them alone. All of those assassins, I'll fight them alone. Time to test. But how do I reach it from where? I think I missed a line here. Can we move? And where was I headed? Ineluctable prison. Yo, this is to save the hand of the inheritor. If he can be saved. He is to find Queen Galfrey, Spinner of Nightmares. A close portal to Ineluctable prison. Valley of Temples, Pulura's Fall. Sarkorian Mines. He failed to stick past the enemies. Whatever.
None shall escape!
Like, come on, wasting my time with this idiot. Find the assassin accomplices. We need to move quietly, Commander, otherwise we'll scare them off. What quiet, I'm a fucking tank. Demons? The commander is here to arms. I'll make you pay. Is this Hivza? Orzala? What are you doing here? Were you expecting someone else? You should have hired someone more competent. The pathetic fool didn't stand a chance. You're right, I need the services of a professional. If you kill this mortal, I'll grant you a place in my guild. To the abyss with you, I keep my word. I thought we got along well. Why do you want me dead? Father will see how wrong he was about me. He'll reward me with his favor and I present him with your head. I'll be the greatest of Baphomet's daughters once more. And that half-mortal upstart Warlash will crawl on her knees before me. I'll rout the armies of the Lady in Shadow, then I'll cut down the Scary Lekis and take his army for myself. And once that's done, it'll be your turn, Crusaders. I'll make you kneel before the Lord of Beasts. Very brave for you to appear in person. I applaud your courage. I want to personally witness your demise. Do you think I'm scared of you? You have no idea how powerful I am. Zamira was nothing compared to me. Now my father has freed me from these accursed seals. I'm no longer bound. I am Baphomet's daughter, the strongest of his offspring. I have reclaimed my rightful place and I will destroy you. Greybor, chances of survival. The assassin sent to kill you wasn't particularly competent, a mere amateur. I doubt Horzala other hangmen are much more impressive. We'll strangle them like kittens, Commander. You lured the wrong beast into your trap. Amateurs think too highly of themselves. Time for them to see a real professional at work.
None shall escape!
Horzala. Gonna kick your fucking asses. Let's do it. Let's do it with... I wanna test the full build, what I can do. Okay. So let's test how it works on unfair with all buffs applied. Alright. And I remove Great War. I go alone against them. Against all of them. Robbie, what's up?
Battles await.
Animosi travisi! Animosi travisi! Animosi travisi! Amorore sentes! Animosi travisi! Ona Adayana!
Spells
Ona Adayana! Shani Savitur! Amranda Gratior! Patricium Turino. Animosi travisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Amorane Sentes. Ona Adayana. Amoranda Ona Patricium Turinos! Animosi Travis!
I missed my holy sword, okay? That's the only thing I actually miss. I got the aspect of war too. Damage reduction 10 flat for a minute. I still got Light of the Angels. We're gonna use a Dark Aura. Or a Light Aura. Light Aura. Fortification is 75. There is a defensive stance also. I'll need to rearrange my spells though. That's gonna be the next thing.
I'm losing my temper.
Okay, this is only with my buffs, without companion buffs on me, and you know how much Diran and Nenio can do, alright? This is only me, without anyone else. What I can do for myself, like it was solo, okay? And let's check those stats. Is there anything else left? There is this. And there is this. And there is the aspect of war. How the fuck did I... okay. Aspect of war. That's what I can do. Now let's see the stats. Five attacks. 64, 64, 59, 54, 49. 33 to 54 damage, 3d8 plus 30. 69 with a shield. Has a shield better. Plus it provides defense. It's 32 to 39 with a shield though. Then 1d8 only. It's not 3d8, but still it's cool. Because it's 69, you'll always hit with a shield. 63 armor class without others. I can boost it up to 70 plus. But this is maximum damage reduction. You gotta have that shit in mind too, okay? Not only the armor class. Resistances will go to 53, 37, and 40. Like a fucking brick wall, okay? A walking fortress. From damage reduction, 10 against evil. All resists are up. 82 defense. 62 combat maneuvers. Attributes are fucking hilarious. Now we test this boss fight on unfair. And see what we do without teammates, okay? With teammates, this is gonna ramp up. These numbers will be at least 30 to 40% higher. At least. The amount of buffs I can apply, man. They're just fucking hilarious. I made a fucking brick wall. A real tank. And a very good one. What level am I now? 38. I'm level 38. Very soon to be 39, as you can see here. Let's go. Is it unfair? I'll remove Greybor behind.
Ready to serve.
And I'll remove Animal behind and I'll fight them alone. Me alone against all of them. So let's see. Imagine if I played solo.
Let's make this quick.
Yaz! Oh, we got a boss. We got double bosses. Yaz and Horzalat combined. I'll let Yaz go last time. Yaz, you wanna die first? I'm gonna go into defensive stance now. Holy shit. I completely forgot that.
Let's hear you cry.
How you doing, you bitches? Oh. Oh. Miss. Now I'm like a fucking boss, okay? Now it's me who gets miss. Now they know how I felt for 300 hours, goddamn. Miss. Reduce miss. No, I never respected my main character. What I did from the start is this. Not a single respect into main. Miss. And regen. Okay, and regen on top of all of it. Ah, miss. Miss. Reduce miss. Miss, 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 miss. Miss, 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 miss. What? What? This is unfair. This is unfair. Why did you stop? Whack it. Two bosses. Greybird didn't react. No one helped. Why? Why are you so damn strong, mortal? And you, Shorty, you foul little worm, you ruined everything. Why would you say such a horrible thing, Horzala? Don't you know that words can cut deep as a blade? Our plan worked, Greymore. Of course it did, Commander. Horzala thought she could convince me to commit betrayal, but she forgot that treachery works both ways. What will you offer me in exchange for your miserable life, demon? Nothing. Once my father hears of my failure, he'll take everything from me, even the guilt. You shouldn't have come for me. And I picked a good voice for him also. Okay, straight man. I hate you. Oh, how I hate you all. Think we're done. One of these nights we should meet up at the tavern to celebrate. Drinks are on me. Imagine, just imagine what I can do when I apply all buffs. Because this was me alone on unfair against two bosses. Horzala and Yaz combined with those brutes, demons and everything. Imagine what I can do with all buffs applied. With a full team. How strong can this shit be? Just look at this. 63 armor class. 53, 36, 40. What a fucking beast. Horzala. I can't identify anything. I just can't identify anything.
No one stands in my way.
Yaz, Yaz. Why did I let you leave, Yaz? When you died like a bitch. No, I was good and let you live. And you came back for me. No, this is like literally what I felt like at the beginning of the game with 50 misses in a row. They had 200 misses in a row. Okay. Shield bearer is great. Absolutely great. But recruit Movanik Devas, whatever. Can strengthen diplomatic. 5, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, now they play on unfair, not me. Now it's them on unfair, not me. Fucking hell, hilarious. Docked Greyboard.
Is that the commander who entered the lair of assassins unafraid, wreaking havoc and personally murdering everyone in sight? Why, yes, I think it is him. Well, beer is on me today, just like I promised.
Can I expect more attempts on my life?
Of course, but he no longer has weapons like Horsala's Assassin's Guild at his command. And the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth are no match for them. I don't think you need to be wary of any more attacks.
Have you ever been tempted to betray me?
Well, maybe a little, perhaps. But I never violate the terms of my contracts. Justice, villainy, loyalty, treachery, all these words carry no meaning for me anymore. But my reputation, for that, I will put my life on the line.
You've proven that you'll always keep your word. Your reputation is well deserved.
Did you ever have any doubts about me, Commander?
Thank you for remaining loyal.
It's not about loyalty. It's just business, and... But perhaps you are right about that. I like you. I rarely say that to people, and almost never to my employers. But here we are. I enjoy traveling with you, and I would have felt regret if you had died. Apparently our adventures together have made me overly sentimental.
Never thought what you're gonna do when the war is over.
I'll remain a drifter and a killer. Nothing will change.
Never thought about quitting the assassination business.
Maybe I have, and maybe I haven't. Have you ever noticed how I wish all my victims sweet dreams? It's a handy catchphrase that I've been using for many years. A farewell to someone I'm about to snuff out. I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Am I actually wishing myself sweet dreams? Preparing to go to my eternal rest every time I go into a fight? I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting old. Anyway, fortune doesn't favor those who think too much about tomorrow instead of living in the present. Right now, I'm fighting the world wound under your command. As for what happens next, we'll just have to see.
I think you should stop being an assassin and become a crusader instead.
Maybe you are right. Somehow your ideas have grown on me over the time we've spent together. Fighting against the forces of evil, protecting the world of Galarian. Aye, sink or swim. Look, when we deal with the world wound, you may officially enlist me in the ranks of the brave Mendevian Crusaders. There's only one condition. My dark, cynical soul remains the way it is.
Know that I think highly of you.
Same goes for you. I never regretted getting involved with you. Even though the whole thing seemed like a utter failure at times. You know, Commander. You know, I've always thought that I was a loner by nature. I don't like people. I don't give a damn about them. They don't give a damn about me. And that's how it's always been since I met you. But you are an exception to all the rules. It is completely wrong for a hired blade to have any kind of personal affection for a client. But I do. Whatever lies ahead, I will never regret going on that dragon hunting mission with you. Surprised to hear such words from an assassin, Commander. In that case, let this story become a good memory of how we cheated death itself.
Alright.
Move out.
A classic assassin, okay. A classic assassin. I need to take a piss. Be right back fast. Frankly, I don't know what I'll do first. I really don't have a clue.